Hey there, Wolfie. My name's Jason. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the United States. Uh, Came across your channel a while back, and I absolutely love it, man. Your content is awesome. I'm a big proponent for trying to kill the flat Earth movement. um, but yeah, anyway, I think you do a great job, and please keep up the good work. So I wanted to put an entry in for your contest because I absolutely love doing this kind of stuff, and it was just a great opportunity to have some fun. But I wanted to really quickly at the beginning of this video just to kind of explain my process a little bit, just so you can get a better idea. Um, I'm basically going to plug some information in here when you give us the information for the MPP. And so I just kind of wanted to briefly go over my data stuff here so that you can kind of get an idea of what I did. Um, the middle here is just all aircraft data. The aircraft Bombardier Challenger 604 section. Those are all the limits and the specs that you gave for the aircraft. I have a couple of areas in here where I've got kind of some more calculated tables where I would do uh, calculations based for distance and time and fuel usage and stuff. Um, this part right here in the middle is actually the important part. This is the flight plan. So this should step you through all of the sections and legs of the flight plan and tell you the heading, if there's a target altitude, what speed, rate, estimated time en route in minutes or in hours, how far you're going to go, how much fuel you burned. And the goal is basically to reach zero here at the end. I've accounted for bingo fuel at the beginning, so I've already taken that out. And then the way that I'm doing my calculation is basically calculating the uh, en route leg of the search to the grid, and then also the return, and then whatever's left in the middle is what I have for the search. So that's the flight plan section. So this is kind of the main part of it. Up in the right, got some waypoint information that I'll be putting in, and also the distances, headings, and lat longs of the waypoints. So the airports, the southeast corner, the southwest corner, the MPP, and also the bingo points, since they're the same. Underneath here, I put a little bit of a description. I felt like I was in school. I got to show my work. But under here, I put a little description of the formulas and calculations that I used in order to get this information. So none of this data right here is actually good. I'm going to actually attach another little clip here at the very end with all of the actual data. I just wanted to get this pre-recorded, so I just get it out of the way. So this is the flight plan page. Basically, this is the where I calculate the flight plan. I went through the airport data, and honestly, I'll be happy if I never see a airport facility directory again. I went through quite a few. But I basically got all of the airports that have runways longer than 2,000 and went ahead and pre-calculated their distance from whatever point we start with. So then I'll be able to quickly glance here and see which airport is the closest, and then be able to go from there. And then the answers tab back here is, or on the end here, is basically a list of the things, of the requirements that you put and what we need to put our answers to. So this is like a summary basically of all this stuff. So if you want to look at this, it'll tell you what I came up with for the answers to your questions. And I'll also do a quick plot too in Google Earth once I have the data in there to show you that too. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over real quick what all this was. When I finish the video, I'll put a link in the description to this exact spreadsheet, so you can just go to it and look around it if you want to. But that's it. So I think the countdown is getting pretty close. We got 8 minutes. So you'll see a little blip in the video here, but I'm going to pause, and then when I come back, I'll show you the data. Hey there, Wolfie. I'm back. I loved the way you phrased and the way that you created the scenario. I think that was awesome. And the pictures were awesome too, by the way. Let's see. I just want to show you real quick. I plugged the data in here. And I'm just going to quickly go through my answers just so that you can see those. So I've plotted these on the map, which I'll show you here in just a second. The coordinate system I used was the standard WGS S84 latitude longitude. Departure airport that I came up with was Nova, YNOV. Distance to the search entry point, 814.78 nautical miles. And the course, 176 degrees. Coordinates of the most probable position was 44.88 south, 125.18 east. Coordinates of the entry point which I calculated to use the southwest entry point. So that's 45, 37.96 and 124.464. Time interval from the departure airport to most probable position is 2.12 hours. Time interval from the departure airport to the southwest entry point is 2.21 hours. My bingo fuel is 1,500 pounds. Time available that I get in the search zone is about 5.47 hours, so 5.75 hours, or 5.5 hours, more like it. It's 788.23 nautical miles back to the landing airport, and that's from the most probable position point, and the course will be 353 degrees. So inside the flight plan, if you want to take a look, I have all of the legs laid out here if you want to see them and you want to see how I did my calculations. But as far as the map goes, it looks like this. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So I took the flight from Foxtrot Alpha Charlie Tango in Cape Town all the way to Adelaide. I could zoom in here. Sorry, I'm not very good at Google Earth. So then this line here is the flight coming into Adelaide. I calculated about 863, I think it was, nautical miles out on this line to this point. They said it was directly to the right, so I figured it would be as close to a 90-degree perpendicular. Calculated 60, I think 2.5, just to give it kind of a median range to the MPP here. And I've plotted, if we zoom in on that, you'll be able to see the 2 points for the search grid. So that kind of gives you an idea of where the search grid is here. One thing I didn't plot is Nova. Let me do that real quick just so that it's in there so we can see where that is. So the airport Nova is at these coordinates. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's where I've plotted Nova to be as far as with the longest runway. And I think that's it. If there's any more information that you need, or if you want me to clarify anything, just let me know. But otherwise, consider this my submission, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much for the opportunity, man. I really appreciate it. And again, I love your channel. Keep up the good work. Keep fighting the good fight. Thanks, man.